What's rocking, guys? Welcome to a new episode of my Mansfield Town playthrough. It's been a long time, basically. Had tons of problems with OBS, and of course, I just kind of ended up just playing the save on my own, essentially. Because, I was doing this save for a while on my channel, but of course, the problems with OBS really screwed me over. Every time I would try to record new episodes, they would not record, essentially. The audio would not be there. So now that I got that all fixed, thankfully, I can try to get back in the save, between that lull, between football games, of course. Really just kind of tired of FIFA 15. FIFA 16 is coming out, PES 16 is coming out. So, of course, new FM will be coming out a little bit after that as well. But again, we'll get into this save. We'll take a look at, actually, the tactics first. We'll take a look at that. You can see here, just now into this new season, we have quite a few new players. Liam Marston really been getting a big go with our squad, of course. Going on a bit with the crossings, a very solid attacking fullback, I'd say. Has done a good job. As you can see, 7.19 rating, 7 assists. Of course, one player of the match, a goal as well, and 23 appearances in the league. So very good from him throughout this season. In cut matches, he's had some very good games as well. And you'll see, of course, another new player, Hoganson, in on loan. Always liked him, recommend him to even, a lot of FM YouTubers in the lower leagues, and he has had a great season so far as well. At left back, you can see 22 appearances, 2 goals, 4 assists, one player of the match, 7.13 rating. Great to see here from him. Another new signing, Ben Tozer. He's really not too great, but he's been on a very solid job, I'd say, in the defensive midfield role. Not the best ratings or anything, but either way, he's done fairly well so far. And Ahmed Abdullah, another new player I brought in, who's been I had rotation in the midfield. Hasn't been that great, but he's been adequate in this formation so far. And you'll see here Chris Spencer, another young player, who's been playing actually at center mid. You can see his stats really aren't that great or anything, but he's been doing a good job. He's been had a lot of players performing at their level. A few assists, a goal, just pretty solid rating, I'd say, for a midfielder. 6.83. I'll take that from a midfielder. That's pretty consistent rating. But you'll see here now, taking a look at Chris Clements, of course, who had a huge season the previous year, I'd say. Died down at the end, but is still doing a decent job right now. Then Dan Fletcher, this guy, for a youngster, man, he is growing really nicely, turning into a very solid player. You can see his stats, of course, great physical stats, mental stats growing a lot, but you can see here his history, 13 goals, 3 assists, 7.05 rating so far. Of course, had a really good loan spell last season with Hyde, of course, in the Vanarama North, and had a few appearances with us at the end of last season, as we just let the season die as well. You'd see some other young players. Paul Hayes is a young player, but we did bring him in as well. As just recently came in the squad, so expect him to maybe be a good backup. Luis Donkwa has played a few games for us at left back. Just a very attacking-minded player. I believe he's actually coming as a left midfielder as well to just try to kill off a game using his pace and everything. You can see it's not done that bad. 7.17 rating, so he's done pretty well. A lot of guys just really just performing out of their realm, being tremendous players. Of course, Jack Thomas, who has been in and out of the lineup recently. I think I'm going to put him back in for this matchup and see where to put him, of course. Probably going to put him in for Abdullah, but we'll see what happens later on in this rotation, of course. So just been some really good performance all around, as you can see, taking a look at average match rating. Of course, Marston, Hoganson, being those attacking left back and right backs, have been tremendous. And of course, Jack Thomas has been very good. Riley, he's had a lot of injury problems, really killed us last season with his injury problems, so I'm hoping he can get back soon. He will be back soon. Fletcher Bingham, of course, has 13 goals. Great to see him scoring. Luke Jones, Clement, Matt Reed, of course, still the big man can still put in a shift for us. Of course, it's really just all he has is heading and strength, but he's done some jobs for us, of course, coming in, grabbing it 4 goals, 3 assists, of course, 7.04 rating. So great to see this type of performance so far from our guys, of course. Tavazoli has been injured most of the year, and he's been inconsistent, but we'll see. Again, let's look through the matches now. It's been a very interesting season, of course. You can see all these friendlies here. Got knocked out very early at the Capital One Cup. That was what game I was trying to showcase. Was Nottingham Forest, of course. Basically a bit of a rival to Mansfield Town. You'll see here, of course, just start off the league pretty kind of poorly. Of course, a draw and a loss, but look at this run of games right here. Just great stuff going down here the list in the league. Just a huge undefeated streak, essentially, and finally lost to Dagon Red. Kept on going on. Did lose in the Johnson's Paint Trophy. We don't really care too much about that, in all honesty. Nice win against Stevenage in the FA Cup. And kept on going in the league. It was some great run of form. Kind of died down recently, as you can see here. As we get into January, have come back to form a little bit, as you can see, with all those losses and draws recently. So definitely want to try to right the ship. Of course, you'll see us getting back into things in League 2. We are still at a very good spot right now. We just don't want to drop this type of form. As you can see, the point or where we're at points, 45 points is very good. Of course, just have to keep it up. Of course, with this end of the season, this big run coming up, 27 games, about halfway through the season. So we'll just have to see how things go now. And I think we'll get into the matchup, and I'll make some changes, and I'll come back to you guys for the matchup. So as you can see, guys, I did make my changes. I just put Jack Thomas in as a center mid on attack, because as you can see, his finishing is really good. And of course, take a look at him on attack here. Just really solid long shots, passing. His movement, mental ability, physical ability is great. Excuse me. If we just get the acceleration and stamina up, that'd be great. Along with the off the ball. Excuse me. So great to see the way he's been developing into a very solid player. But we'll get into this now. To actually take a look at the tactics first, retain possession, work ball in the box, float crosses, look for overlap, close down more, lower tempo, prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Always like to do that with two strikers especially. So we'll see how things go, guys. So we'll get into this game, guys. Look at this, starting things out. So not too much going on at the beginning of this matchup. Look at this chance off a corner. Clifford hits off the post, thankfully cleared out by Spencer there. First big chance of the game. Looks like another highlight here. Playing the ball back into Hurst. Hoganson does a good job. Played to Bingham, of course, with his pace, but unfortunately depossessed right there. Toffles is going to get the ball back. Hoganson back to Clements. Play the ball back to Jack Thomas. See what he's going to do with it. Back to Fletcher. Good ball to Marston. Can he send this ball in? Look at this. Bingham. Oh, just going to... Good save right there, but very close. Unfortunately, we cannot grab the goal. You see another highlight here. Hoganson playing the ball to Tozer, to Clements, to Thomas. Depossessed right there in a bad spot. Can we win the ball back? Good job from Tozer. Back to Marston, back to Spencer. Good ball to Fletcher. See what he's going to do with it. Has a bit of space, going to run around a bit. Play the ball back to Jack Thomas, to Clements, and he's going to hit that over the bar there. So some very good chances so far. Clements going to put this ball in. Ball's going to fall back to Jack Thomas, to Bingham, and he's going to score. Great goal from Rakesh Bingham there. Nice job from him grabbing the early goal. Of course, 15 minutes in. Been really on the forefront so far, as you see. Ball put in back. Jack Thomas heading it back into Bingham is going to hit that first time. That's a very nice goal, actually. Great job from him right there to grab the first. You see Bingham actually again right here loose, and he's going to take a shot, going to test Smith again. Great job. Exactly why I love putting pressure on the center backs, especially at this level. You'll see a good chance on the corner. It's going to be headed out for another one. We'll see here again on this corner, put in by Clements. A good ball in. It's going to fall back to Jack Thomas. Looks like nothing's going to come out of that, but maybe Marston back to Fletcher, back to Jones. Going to hit the ball over the top. Bingham, nearly gets to the end of that one. Jack Thomas with the ball. Going to play it back out wide to Liam Marston. See what he's going to do with it. Back to Jack Thomas. Play it back through to Marston. Going to play it into Fletcher. What a goal from the youngster Fletcher. Look at that goal. This kid has been absolutely on fire. You can see again Jack Thomas. Again, these attacking fullbacks. Marston putting in a quality cross. Fletcher first time into the back of the net. What a goal from Fletcher there. Looks like a chance here off of a throw-in. Ball played back in the middle. That's a very good goal. Not what we wanted. Just not what you want at this time in the match. Of course, 2-0 lead. He having to defend 2-0 leads. Of course, it's such a cliche, but it always seems to come back to haunt me in FM. As you can see, that's a very good play. Very good cross. Very good finish as well. But we may want to kind of close things up a little bit. I'm not sure what we want to do here. Tozer has not had a very good game at all. but I'm not sure how we want to combat that because we don't have too many options, in all honesty. So just kind of leave it as is. I'll make a change at the 60-minute mark. If we do not grab a goal by then, we may have to try to bunker down. We'll see ball to Hoganson here, though. To Clements, back to Spencer. Some good play. Hoganson again on the overlap. He's going to play it through to Bingham's going to hit that wide. Some very good chances, of course, with these attacking fullbacks, but there's always the possibility of them getting caught out of position here. You'll see closing down again. Good ball. Toffazoli, Jack Thomas to Fletcher. I can have some space. Play back out wide to Hoganson again. Back to Fletcher and another goal. Again, this crossing, a lot of crossing, a lot of overlapping, a lot of balls sent into Bingham and Fletcher like that. This has been how it's been the whole season, in all honesty, and it's been great so far. You can see great finish from Fletcher there. Tremendous ball in from Hoganson. Exactly why him and Marson have such great ratings so far in this season. But may have a long throw-ins. Damn it, go away. Okay, Fletcher. Counterattack possibility. Ball going to be played to Bingham. See what we can do right here. Play it back to the middle. He's going to get depossessed, unfortunately, there. But it's going to fall back to Fletcher, and he's going to somehow score there. Again, Fletcher with a tremendous performance here. That's great stuff from him, as you can see. This is exactly why I'm just huge proponent of pressuring the center backs at this level, because you have stuff like this happen. Keeper, a bit of an error, I'd say, and just great stuff from our team so far. Definitely can kind of make some changes in a second now, just kind of bunker down a bit, but we'll see. May have some more goals in left here. Hoganson playing the ball into Fletcher, nearly a fourth goal. Oh man, Fletcher with his early hat trick. We're going to take off Fletcher now. So as you can see, I'm going to take off Fletcher. He's a bit tired as well, so bring in the vet. So as you can see, I did make some changes here, taking out Clements and Fletcher, of course, who had a tremendous game with that hat trick here. I want to just kind of move here, have a little bit more of a shape, I'd say, with his 4-1-2-3. Have a bit more cover on the wings with Hearn and Bingham, maybe tracking back a little bit as we are just going to try to close this game out, of course. Probably just going to save that last sub, of course, for the basically 85th minute or something like that, just to definitely sure things up there. Again, a long throw-in. More long throw-ins here. Ball's going to fall back, and it's going to be a goal. Those long throw-ins, damn it. I think that's actually, was that Luke Thomas who used to play for us? No, that's not. Never mind. But either way, that's another long throw-in. They're so dangerous in this game. It's ridiculous. Of course, this time it leads to a cross back in. It's a really nice play to grab that goal. But either way, we definitely just need to shore things up a little bit. Going to make one last sub here in a second, maybe. We'll see, of course, another corner here that is close to another goal. Definitely just want to don't want to drop any more goals in our goal differential, so I'll take off Rakesh Bingham, bring on a second center back here. So yeah, last sub of the match is going to bring on Sutton here for Bingham. Basically just going to park the bus at that and don't want to lose any more to our goal differential here. You can see just a few more minutes left in stoppage time. Maybe have a chance on this corner. Ball's going to fall back to Thomas. Spencer should have scored there. Oh man, that's a big chance missed. So basically the last chance of the game probably here, as it's going to fall right into the keeper's hands. But it looks like that is the end of this one. Only a few more minutes left in stoppage time maybe. But looks like they are trying to attack a bit, as they do a good job here. McDade running in, but either way, that is end to the matchup. A huge 4-2 win. Definitely glad to grab this result here. Definitely a big win for us. Nice to see us performing in that manner. Very complete performance. And my last commentary back here, as you can see, put us in a very good spot, moving back up in the table. 48 points. Definitely want to keep on moving up. Try to grab one of the for sure promotion spots, essentially. Do have a transfer offer for Joe Fitzpatrick. Going to let him out on loan. Does have a little bit of potential, of course, in real life. I know he's been playing for Mansfield Town recently, kind of the end of the season, last season. So just want to help his growth a little bit, give him out on loan. So actually taking a look at the lead, you can see now Dan Fletcher is in the lead for the Golden Boot race. Great to see 16 goals from the youngster. Just been such an amazing season from him, of course. unbelievable how he's played out of his mind this season. So definitely excited to continue on with him, and see again in the table here. I do think we'll come back for a fixture against AFC Wimbledon. I do have Rockdale coming up. It's only a few matches after this. I just really wanted to get back in the series, so I'll go through these next 5 matches, then come back for the AFC Wimbledon match, because it definitely could be huge coming up, of course, in these last kind of stretch run of the season, guys. But again, thanks for tuning in. If you still have been following since I started this career mode, that's crazy, but if you are and are tuning back in, thanks for tuning in now. Definitely will have some more episodes coming up. Of course, been on vacation, summer vacation recently for about for some time. We'll be on it for another 2 or 3 weeks or so, definitely will have some more content for you guys coming up. But again, thanks for tuning in. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.